Percent Hard AF Seltzer is now live in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Ohio, Montana, Idaho, Oregon, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Illinois. Go to hardafseltzer.com today, click on the store locator, and enter your city or zip to find the closest location nearest you.
We are gold for energy. Send it.
Incoming!
Put the money in the bag, man.
As I said, your paycheck is your thank you.
What's going on back there?
Welcome to Earth!
No. Who's flying the plane?
Get cockpit, go! God!
Black Rifle Energy, dropping near you.
Welcome to Drinkin, bro. Yeah, welcome to the NFL Wildcard Prediction Show, brought to you by MyBookie.com. Promo code DrinkinBros doubles that first deposits all the way up to $1,000. Get off the couch and get into the action today with MyBookie.com. If you weren't listening to the Monday morning recap on Monday, we will also do the last round of the college football because it's Thursday and Friday this week, Anthony, which I didn't know. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Thursday, Friday, and then the Natty's on.
A week and a half from then.
Yeah,
on a Monday night.
On Monday, the following Monday. Yeah.
So
they don't want to compete with playoff.
I was going to
NFL.
say, if you're a football fan, this is the greatest fucking weekend of your life. You got NFL and college back to back to back to back to back every single night. So Thursday night college, Friday night college, Saturday wild card, Sunday wild card, and Bob, is there a Monday night wild card this year again?
There is.
Let's fucking go, dude. Shit. I mean, that's just 5 days of, hey, hon, can you just go to bed, or you want to go out with your friends? You want to have some wine or something? Because I'm gonna be busy gambling on all this shit. Man, wild card. Let's get to these teams first, because this has been one of the wildest years on record. Worst gambling year I've had in 8 years on the show. Now, obviously, I post all of my bet slips in Drinkin' Bros Sports, so you guys can see them. You've seen how much I've lost this year, and I'm at a loss for some of these teams in the wild card, man. There was a celebrity who just dropped $500,000 on the Jaguars to win the Super Bowl. Is that possible?
They have a really good defense.
So do you really think the Jaguars can win the fucking Super Bowl this year? Is it one of those years?
I don't, but only
I don't either.
Only because I don't think they have the capability to go into Denver and out defense them.
Yeah.
This is not a thing, right? So if other than that, maybe. Like if shit goes the right way, I mean, think about some of those Giants teams that rode their defensive line to Super Bowls, even when Eli Manning was kind of just okay. Even during the season, just okay. I think they were wild card teams both times. Mm-hmm. And then even his performance in the Super Bowl was just okay.
Yep.
Throughout the playoffs, it was good, but in the Super Bowl specifically, it was just okay. They rode that defensive line to Super Bowl titles.
Yeah.
And this Jaguars team is capable of that. I just don't think you can get past Denver and Denver. To me, that's not even on the register.
They did win in Denver this year.
Regular season and playoffs are not the same thing.
I agree.
And it's tough to beat a team twice, too.
No, they didn't. Denver was undefeated at home.
The Jags?
Denver didn't lose a single game at home, I don't think. They must have beat them in.
It was in Denver.
When? What week was this? I thought they were undefeated at home too.
Was it like
December 21st?
Oh, so it was like at the end of the season. I don't care.
Yeah, I think they. I don't know that they played into their starters, right?
No, they did.
Oh, they did?
that was
because they were still playing for a 1 seed.
Okay. All right. We were gone, dude. It was Creedmas then, so who fucking knows?
Yeah, I just there's no way.
I still just don't watch Jacksonville games. I don't know about you guys, but like that's one team that I'm like, nah,
They're
can't
never
do
on.
it. Can't do it. Well, they're on because I own the package, but I still never do that. Even with the package, I'm never like, man, I really want to watch that Jaguars game.
Yeah, I'm looking at the game. It was super sloppy from Denver, but there's no way during the playoffs anybody is. I don't think anybody can beat Denver at home, honestly. But TBD.
It's going to be tough in that weather, man. Speaking of Denver, our co-host Derek Wolf, obviously, if you guys have probably noticed, has been out for a few weeks. He posted on social media about it. He's going through some personal stuff. If you want to read it, it's on Instagram. I was unaware that he had posted about it, so obviously don't want to speak outside of school and everybody else's business. But we love him. He's one of our best friends in real life, and it's just going through a tough time right now. And we'll see him soon. But I think Denver, to your points, has a really, really good shot. Not only with that home field advantage, but with that defense and that weather there. You and I have been there in January. Holy shit, dude. It's
rough, yeah.
It's rough if you're not used to it. You and I were fine with it. Because we were on the field, and I believe it was, 22 that day?
Yeah.
I actually felt pretty normal. It was like I was back at Ohio State again, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm fine with this weather, but a lot of kids aren't. And a lot of teams are going to struggle, and God forbid you get snow in one of those cities.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Yep, it's not going to be good. But yeah, I think I'm Broncos, Patriots, Texans in that order. Likelihood of making it. I think the Texans got a good shot too.
I did too because they got a good defense, but I'd still slot New England only because they got the 2 seed. So they're going to have that same home field advantage in the cold up there, and those fans are going to go nuts. It's been a while since obviously Brady was there. Those two are the toughest, not just because they're 1 and 2, but it's the home seed. It really is, and especially in this weather in January, those are the guys that I expect to play for the AFC championship, in my opinion. Over in the NFC, good luck. Throw some fucking coins into a plane engine or something. Whatever they do in China, I don't know how to call that at all, man.
Yeah, we'll see.
I saw another celebrity bet on the Seahawks yesterday. A shit ton of money, and I was like, man, I just don't believe in Durr in the playoffs.
I'd buy that.
A lot of people are.
Reluctantly. I think that the Rams are better overall, but yeah, I mean, it's just if he can limit mistakes, and when I say mistakes, I don't mean just turnovers. I mean getting passes batted down because he's not paying. He's too locked in. Like that's something that happens. You see in baseball, guys, especially young pitchers, will throw the ball too hard and get it up in the zone, either out of the zone or belt high, which is a home run, right? In football, quarterbacks tend to narrow their focus too much, and they miss open receivers, or they don't see the weak side pass rush coming, or whatever it is, or they don't see the defensive lineman right in front of them when they're going to throw a little pass like that, and he just bats it out of the air. If Durr has like 8-9 pass deflections in this game, it's going to be a rough day for him. But not in this game, I mean in any game during the playoffs, but if he's able to relax, open up his vision a little bit, and get some lift on those balls like he usually does, then he's going to have success, and I think he can do it.
Well, without looking, I've got the numbers up in front of me right now. Who do you think is the favorite to win the Super Bowl on mybookie.com?
I would say the Broncos are probably the favorite.
I would have said that too, or the Rams. They're not.
Seahawks?
Yes. Seattle Seahawks.
See, that's
Plus 380, so that's roughly
that's
4
fair.
4 to 1.
I mean, honestly, if you're going just on experience, the Rams should be first.
I agree.
And then I would say Seahawks, Broncos, Patriots after that. Just the combination of talent plus experience, though, that would be the order I'd put it in.
And coaches. Because you got Sean Payton in Denver, which I love.
But I wouldn't sleep on the Eagles either. The Eagles are just getting into a flow away from fucking everybody up. Because of the amount of talent they have on offense and defense, they're just getting in the flow away from nobody being able to play against them, to be honest.
But did benching everybody last week and not playing them get them out of that flow? Because it felt like they started to get back into a rhythm.
It didn't help anybody in the fucking CFP, did it?
No. It didn't at all.
That was a huge mistake.
Huge mistake. So, yeah, right now it's Seattle at 1, Rams at 2, Denver at 3, and this is Super Bowl odds only right now on my bookie. Philadelphia at 4. That's a shocker to me. And then Patriots at 5. Damn, they're at 10 to 1 for the Patriots.
That's a good bet.
That's a really good
With
bet.
Mike Vrabel, that's a great bet, actually.
Buffalo's at 10 to 1.
Like the things that you worry about with young quarterbacks, for example, or young teams, which the Patriots are in general a young team, is losing focus and shit like that. Or what I was talking about with Durr before, where you get tunnel vision. If anybody can go grab some dude by the chin strap and get him out of that, it's Mike Vrabel. I think he's probably one of the better coaches in the NFL already, which is funny because he's not even a full season in yet.
I saw him kick the shit out of like 8 dudes at my fraternity. He played the same period as I did.
He's a big dude and he's intimidating.
He's a fucking animal.
More so than intimidating, the players really respect him. Like really respect him because he's a dude.
Yeah.
And he's all they know they can't beat him up. Right? So it's like a dad. They know they can't beat him up. They know that he knows football better than them. He's actually won Super Bowls.
Right.
And he's both like a mentor plus in your face about it. I think that's the ultimate kind of respect you have for a guy.
Well, in real life, by the way, 'cause, I got to hang out with him, obviously in college. He is football. There is nothing else that exists in his life. Nothing. So that's who you want coaching your team, in my opinion, where it's just there is no distractions. He does not give a fuck about anything but football, and he has for 30 fucking years.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and he's a good dude too.
Yes.
Everybody likes him. I mean, I think
players love him.
The Patriots are just in such a good spot right now. Drake May, we've seen what can happen to quarterbacks in bad coaching situations. And May last year was 3-14. And this year he's 14-3.
Reminds me of Troy Aikman, though, a little bit. Where you're
From
like,
90
okay.
to 91?
Yeah. That jump, it just happened overnight, and you're like, oh, shit. Are they fucking, God damn, they might win the Super Bowl.
I mean, it's like, trying to think of a good metaphor for this. So you've got like this little widget, and it's those Rube Goldstein machines, like you're bouncing ping pong balls off shit or whatever, or dominoes are falling. You just adjust it a little bit, and now it works.
Yep.
That's how a quarterback works too. Like you just adjust the line to one side, or you get a guy open in the spot that he's most comfortable with all the time. Like how Aaron Rodgers did that through his career. He always had Jordy Nelson, then he had Marquez Scantling, and now he's got, who's the other guy now that's in Pittsburgh with him?
Oh, DK Metcalf?
No. The guy, Scotty.
Scotty doesn't know.
Fucking Christ, what's his name? He was a big guy on the Super Bowl team with Tom Brady. Scotty Miller. He's always he's always got that guy.
I haven't heard Scotty Miller in a long time.
But watch for big plays from him. I'm serious, because that's that guy that Rodgers and the coaching staff is like, hey, I need you to be in this area or this area. Whatever it is in relation to the defense, I need you to be there. And if I need you to be there and catch the ball, and he'll throw it to him all the time. Jordy Nelson did that for years. Marquez Scantling did that for years. Now he's got Scotty Miller there doing it. And that's the kind of thing that a really good and Aaron Rodgers is a very smart quarterback, so he knows to do that himself. But a young guy like Drake May doesn't know that. But having a coach that does and putting those dudes in the right position, it just is a little pressure release valve. It takes a little bit of pressure off of him. He always knows he can do that, which opens up confidence for the rest of the field. And
I think Seattle's got that safety net too with Cooper Kupp. That same thing where if you need 10 yards and you need one catch, I'd go to him over Jackson Smith and Jigma on that team.
He doesn't drop the ball much.
And he's won a Super Bowl. Like that experience in the playoffs, which, let's face it, Jackson Smith and Jigma doesn't have in college and the NFL. Like I'd go to Cooper Kupp in that situation if you need the yards, if it's 3rd and 8 or something like that. Let's pop on over to college. I ironically was on a Hollywood call about the podcast and the sports show and all this other stuff about doing potentially college and the NFL show on some of these streaming platforms that we've been chatting about over the years. All this stuff is finally coming to fruition here. One of the women on the call was a Miami Hurricanes fan. She had the Hurricanes thing on and everything else. She goes, "Where did you go to school?" And I go, "Oh, man, I don't want to talk about that today." And she goes, "Well, to be fair, we all popped in during the last 3 minutes of the game because we didn't think we were going to win either." And I was like, "Shut the fuck up." And she goes, "Yeah, we hopped into a bar to watch the end of it." And I believe this is the first game tomorrow night, right? It's Miami. Now, we went over this on Monday Morning Recap. We'll go over it here. First game up tomorrow night. Miami Hurricanes against Ole Miss. This is in Arizona down there. This is Ole Miss +3. D'Anthony, who you got?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this yesterday, but I think Miami's defense is going to give a lot of problems to Ole Miss offense, and I think Miami's run game is going to give a lot of problems to Ole Miss defense. I think Miami wins this easily.
It's a tough call. I'm not going against God's team right now. I'm not going against the Kiffinless Ole Miss reps.
Well, not just Kiffinless now. All the rest of the coaches are gone. So, I mean, that's...
Oh, did that happen?
Yeah.
When? Today?
I mean, they're not coaching any farther into the playoffs, is my understanding.
Oh, I heard they were going to keep him there. Is that...
Yes, this is from ESPN yesterday. OC running back coach to stay with Ole Miss for Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah, what's his nuts? Charlie Weiss Jr.
Yeah.
is staying, and then one other guy, but the rest are gone. I think it's just a lot of disruption.
God, dude. What a...
Well, see, the problem is like the ability to just adjust mid-game is difficult when you don't have people who know the personnel on the field. You know what I mean? I don't know.
That sucks, man. I didn't know that. It's hard. You lose a coordinator, any coordinator, during this shit, and your head coach on top of it, and all the other bullshit and distractions that are going on. Did you see Lane Kiffin last night by any chance?
I mean, I saw that he's about to get a serious fine from the NCAA for tampering.
But here's the weird thing. The player that he was sitting with last night at the LSU game,
It's a different guy, yeah.
was a different quarterback. It was Sam Leavitt from Arizona State. However, there's allegedly going to be tampering charges against the quarterback from Washington, and here's why.
I think the tampering
signed
charges
a deal with Washington.
I think the tampering charges are against Kiffin.
They are
for conversing, because allegedly he got a $4 to $5 million NIL deal from the Huskies, and then
signed, and
then had a 5 to 7 year deal or 5 to 7 mil deal from LSU that he wants to exchange for, which I don't know what the legality of that is. I know the Big Ten tried to stop it when that dude from Wisconsin left last year.
Yep,
it didn't work.
So
I don't know. I don't know how binding those contracts are.
Well, I was watching something about it last night, and basically, it was Sark. Sark did a presser last night. He was talking about it, and he goes, "Dude, the way that these fucking kids are operating now," he goes, "a lot of them are using like their roommates and shit as their agents. So these contracts aren't great. They're not really binding." Or it's some weird uncle in the family who is a DUI lawyer and he's trying to draw up a contract for NIL, and then you're going against the university. Now, Washington has issued a response to this saying, we will sue to the fullest extent. So this motherfucker's staying here whether he likes it or not.
I would. Well, that's probably not going to happen. But
what do you do when there's no CBA? When there's no collective bargaining agreement there, who wins in that? I don't know. The teams don't. The fans don't.
No, I mean, last year the player won because he left, right?
Right.
Like Wisconsin was not able to retain that guy. So I don't know I didn't really follow that last year, so I don't know what the details of that scenario were. But if some kind of precedent got set, then now Washington's going to be in trouble, especially since it's the same conference and they fought it already and lost.
It's a fucking mess. I don't like it. Sark's interview last night was actually very eye-opening about the contracts that he's receiving from kids. Some of the calls that I'm on with for NIL for the schools for Hard AF Seltzer, I mean, they're getting fucking calls from like uncles and grandmoms and all that other shit, and parents are signing for kids to try to get their money. It happened at Tennessee. That wide receiver, Legend Bay. So that story ended up being true. His mom, because he was 17 years old, signed the NIL deal with Tennessee because she wanted that money in advance or something like that. And he was about to turn 18, where the money would have legally went to him after he turned 18. He was the one that came out and said, dude, I wanted to sign with Ohio State. My mom signed that fucking letter. He is now signed with Ohio State at the end of the day. And you're hearing stories like this left and right, and I'm not a fan of it. I don't give a fuck how good the kid is. Like, I don't want to go through that shit as a fan. I don't want to hear about this shit. And you're going to hear more and more about this. And until they actually put some type of CBA in place, this is the fucking Wild West right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what this woman was thinking. Obviously, she's a fucking piece of shit, right?
Yeah.
For doing that. And so I think the brother is also a piece of shit because he tried to seize control of Homeboy's
Correct.
Social media.
He did, and he deleted it.
But just for, like, legal purposes, for passports and identification and guardianship role stuff, the parent can sign without the minor's consent. For contractual obligations, not. That's not legal.
Okay.
What she did was illegal.
Right.
And to be frank, the fact that Tennessee
They didn't
allowed
fight it. Well, they didn't fight it.
The fact that they allowed that to happen shows you that Tennessee isn't operating above board or they're negligent.
No.
It's one of the two things.
They didn't know because they were dealing with the mom. So I'll get Tennessee off the hook on this one here. They were dealing with the parents, which is typically what happens, right? Like when you're getting recruited, they'll come and meet with your whole family usually, and then you deal with the mom or dad or whatever. Like usually the kid is never involved. Like you say, hey, mom and dad, I want to go to this school. Usually your mom and dad says, all right, great, you're going there.
If I was a coach or general manager or AD or any of those roles, I'm looking at the man in his eyes. I don't care if he's 17 or 20.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking somebody else's word that he's obliging his services to me. What the fuck is that?
So Nick Saban used to say, and that was his biggest issue. He's like, man, I'm going to sit down at the kitchen table with your mom and dad. I'm going to look you in the eye, and we're going to.
In another life, Nick Saban would have been a general. Honestly.
Oh, 100%.
Like if when he was coming up, we had been in a real war. Not that Vietnam wasn't a real war, but if it would have been like World War II, Nick Saban would be General Saban, and that's how we would remember him. That's the kind of constitution that man has.
That's how I remember him as a coach. He's the best of all time.
Many think he gave the order to fire at Kent State. Which is where he played football. He was there when it happened.
Oh, that could be the line of the day today, Bob.
He was in the
deep cut.
He was
at Kent State, dude. There you go.
He was in the grassy knoll.
Bob deserves that round of applause, dude. For dead, no hi-ho. But yeah, going through this, man. If Ole Miss is somehow able to pull this off with all this turmoil this year, that's who I'm rooting for the. It's the long game for me with Lane Kiffin. I'm so sick of his bullshit that, like, it's got to end somewhere.
Right.
It would end with this, that all these years, all these fucking schools, he keeps bouncing around to and fucking over all these teams, parents, fan bases, all this shit, that they win the fucking national championship without him, and then he never wins. Because I don't want him to win after that as well. I want Ole Miss to win the national championship and then him to never, ever win the rest of his career. I think that would be the greatest thing to remember him as in this team, and it would be fucking awesome.
He doesn't seem like a very good guy, to be honest.
No.
Like
I mean, you're in a
Yeah, it looks fun if you want to do coke with him.
No, if you're a guy that's like a mentor to young people and you're using that to gain notoriety for yourself and fuck 20-year-olds, you're kind of a piece of shit. Let's be real about that.
Yeah, I don't even know, like, because look, the rumor is behind the scenes, it's LSU clearly has the money, and they're backing up the truck for all these people, and they're going to get some big guys in the transfer portal. I can promise you that. But there's some other people who are like, dude, do I really want to fucking play for this guy? Like, I don't. If I was getting recruited now and fuck no, I would not want to play for that guy. I don't trust him. I don't trust that fucking guy.
I don't trust him to stay until the end of his contract.
No. Or not to put his dick in the wrong place and fuck up the whole program and have an embarrassing, Michigan situation on their hands. So for this simple reason and this simple reason alone, I'm going to bump this up a half a point and go Ole Miss plus 3.5. That way, if Miami wins by a field goal, great. I'll take it. But I understand what you guys are talking about. I went through this schedule last night. If Miami runs the fucking ball with Fletcher, because he is a very, very good running back, very talented. Beck has been dog shit, but Fletcher rocks. And he could run through this fucking Ole Miss defense. It's over.
Yeah.
So this is just purely a heart pick on this one for Ole Miss just because of what they're going through. Next up, we got Oregon versus Indiana. I mean, both these games are great. Both the spreads are relatively the same. Now, this one I don't have to kick up a half a point because it is Oregon plus 3.5 in this one. Who you got?
I mean, Indiana's obviously going to win this game.
You going all in on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Oregon even has a shot to win, but Lanning's a great coach, so we'll see. And I think this is the two best remaining coaches.
So do I.
So
do I.
I mean, it's going to be a fun game to watch.
Yep, I agree. But I don't think you can beat a team twice. It's just too hard. It's really, really fucking difficult. So give me Oregon plus the 3.5 here. Even same thing I'll say about that Ole Miss game. Even if it is close, and let's say Indiana does win by a field goal, at least I'm covered by that half a point. So that's where I'm going to go with both of these. I'm also going to do these in teasers and everything else. Bob, where are you going with both of these?
I love Ole Miss money line. I think that there's going to be points scored, but if I had to pick an offense to screw up, I think Miami has the weaker unit. And then I love Indiana to win. I think Indiana's they're like a peak Kirby Smart, peak Saban machine is what they feel like right now. And by the way, if that comes to fruition, don't undersell the fact that this would be one of in terms of program history, Ole Miss versus Indiana would be it'd be like the Cubs Indians World Series. I mean, two just historic but bad historically programs playing for a national championship. No blue bloods, nothing like that. I mean, it'd be the craziest national championship of my lifetime, just in terms of
everybody's
matchup.
lifetime. Everybody's lifetime, because Ole Miss is claiming one national title. That is not real.
No, it's not.
It's a bullshit claim. So
they've always been
zero.
They're not the worst team in SEC history. Obviously, they'd be like Vandy, maybe Mississippi State's probably below them too, but they're close.
Go very close.
Yeah, and this is
I'd say worse.
This is this kind of thing happens in basketball. Every now and again, you'll see a tournament run.
A Butler.
Yeah, but you'll see two teams, one that's less than blue blood but not mid, and then a fucking nobody make it. I've never seen anything like that.
No.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't consider Ole Miss a blue blood either. Miami's the only blue blood.
I don't even know that Miami is.
Miami won 3 titles in our
they're-
lifetime. They're a blue blood.
They're a blue blood, I would say. They're not as old as the other blue bloods, but at this point, I'd say they're blue blood.
Yeah, they're new money.
But Ole Miss is a historic program, but not a historically good program. And then Indiana was just the Washington Generals of the Big Ten their entire fucking existence.
Yeah, I mean, I told this story on Monday Morning Recap, but every Ohio State game was 56-0 every single time. I don't even remember them scoring a fucking point for 30 years. I mean, it's what they've done, what this guy has been able to do with his team. And by the way, if you're looking at mindsets here out of the 4 remaining teams, it's probably on this Oregon-Indiana side, where Lanning and Kurt Signetti, those are the guys that I would roll with, right? Coach-wise?
In college football right now, I think those 2 guys and Kirby are guys that I would trust to have my back in a fucking fight, right? Which is what you're looking for out of a head coach, especially somebody in a leadership position that's going to fucking have your back. And when I say have your back, I don't mean bail you out of trouble. I mean, have the right temperament to stay calm and get in my ass and tell me what the fuck I need to do and be a mentor, a real mentor, and keep me from making dumb mistakes and shit like that because of my inexperience. That's the kind of guy you want to see.
Yeah.
I don't know who else in college football is like that, to be honest. Other than those 3 guys, especially.
No,
there's some really good coaches out there. I just guys that are dudes, like Dan Campbell style dudes, or whatever, or Mike Vrabel style dudes, or Andy Reid style dudes. They're rare. That's why we know them all by name.
Right. And let's take the Arizona State coach. I love him. I love his temperament. I love the fact that he's an alumni there, and he would die for that fucking school. But the problem is the kids are getting picked off and going to bigger schools there.
Yeah.
They're losing their star quarterback for what reason? What the fuck? I mean, they're 1 year removed from the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know why Arizona State isn't spending more money to keep people around. They got it.
They have it?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. And then the fact that these schools do have to spend it is also not a great feeling where you're just like, Jesus Christ, man. These stories are going to get worse and worse and worse.
Did you see the thing he said the other day? His Kenny Dillingham's press conference or whatever?
No, what did he say?
He was just begging for money. I'll try to find.
You're talking
the coach of Michigan?
You're talking about Dillingham?
Yeah. At Arizona State.
Oh, Arizona
Kenny
State.
Dillingham is his name. He's 38 years old.
Yeah.
Maybe
He's really
39
young.
now,
I can't find the clip, but he was like, there's got to be someone. We're in Phoenix, Arizona. There's got to be someone who can write a $20 million check.
Yes.
I'll make you the most famous person in Phoenix.
Dude, the Phoenix-Glendale area has
watched
more
that.
golf courses than any place in North America. I'm not kidding. More golf courses there than any place in North America. There's money. Somebody's got it. Give it to me.
The problem is this. Take the Troy Aikman interview that I referenced a couple weeks ago. Troy paid for a dude, the top prospects, gave him $4 million, and then dude bounced after 1 year, never called Troy. Didn't even send him a thank you card. No text, no nothing. And there's a lot of boosters like that are getting burned, which is why we're on these fucking calls, is because 10% of proceeds are going to NIL with these schools that we're involved with. And they're like, hey, man, are you okay with this decision or whatever? It's like, yeah, I mean, I shouldn't be involved in it. Feels weird, but here we are.
Yeah.
So I think the winner of Oregon, Indiana wins the national championship. That's just because of coaching.
I think that's probably right, yeah.
Regardless of what happens here, but the Ole Miss story sure would be fun without Lane Kiffin. My God, dude. What a fucking story that would be forever.
It would be fun, but it's not going to happen.
What are the odds for it?
I don't know. But the Arizona State's put a lot of dudes in the NFL. I feel like they got to be able, like Terrell Suggs is Arizona State. There's a bunch of dudes.
You don't even need a millionaire. They have 70,000 students. God knows how many alumni just fucking crowdfund it.
Well, I know, but like you got to have Jaden Daniels too, although technically graduated somewhere else. But you got to have. It isn't just about the benefactors. It's like benefactors spend money on the university because they get to hang out with the players. That's really why it happens.
Yep.
They want to feel like they're part of the team. So as a result, you have to fucking make famous alumni hang out with them at all the games, and they'll give you millions of dollars. That's just how
and
it
I
is.
have been at all those events, dude, and they're all there.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
I mean, if
not at all.
you get rich and you pay to hang out with fucking people you grew up watching, that's fucking.
It's a dream.
What else are you gonna do with your money?
It's
You know
a
what I mean?
dream. I mean, Bob, what was your college bar at Mizzou?
Harpo's is the famous one.
So let's say you were super rich, sold a company and everything else, and you had the opportunity to just go back and buy Harpo's. Would you do it?
Yeah, if I had a certain amount of wealthy, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So these schools that we travel to and do live shows and meet with all the time, a lot of them own the most famous bars on campus, and that was just their dream, and then they got rich. Dead serious. They went to school there. They loved it. It was the time of their life, and they wanted just to own the fucking bar, and they do. And it's wild, man. And most of these guys are on the calls for NIL. Where it's just like, hey, dude, are you going to promote? Are you going to do this, and signings and all this other shit? And you're just like, okay, cool, man. I'm on the phone with a fucking bar owner, and then they're on the phone with a podcast host with the goddamn AD on the phone. Like, that shouldn't be happening in this lifetime. Let me read off the odds here for national championship before we get to the sponsors and the NFL picks. Indiana is pretty much even odds here. It's plus 124 to win the national championship. Oregon is at plus 310. Miami is also at plus 310. And then Ole Miss is last at plus 550. I think I'm sprinkling Ole Miss, Bob. Just for the Kiffinness of it, dude. Just for the Kiffinness of it. It's not like my year could get any worse gambling, so fuck it. What's an extra hunch on this goddamn thing? Speaking of which, hoping to turn it around this week on mybookie.com. Promo code Drinkin Bros doubles that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. You stay on the couch. I know we always say get off the couch and get to the action. Stay on the couch and get to the action. You do live lines, all that other fun stuff. God, the live lines took me down last weekend, though. Whew. I felt it. Felt it in my wallet, my stone, my plums. I felt it down there, but luckily they give you a rake back. So if you're a day one homie and you lost some money, well, they'll give you some money back. I got $1,000 back last week in there. Thank you, my bookie. We love you. And look, watching these games, yes, I bet a lot last week on the Ohio State shit, but I just want a little taste. I just want to feel alive and watch these goddamn games all weekend. So I'll be betting all this shit. Don't think that I'm stopping just because I had a bad week or a bad couple weeks. No, the week before was great. I was 4-0. College football. I'm still rolling high. So you'll see those in Drinkin Bros Sports, all the bet slips. Bet with us or against us on mybookie.com. Don't forget to use that promo code Drinkin Bros to double that first deposit up to $1,000. Next up, we got drinkinbrostickets.com. If you want to go to any of these games, the NFL games, playoffs, motocross, comedy, concerts, fucking Zach Bryan is sold out everywhere around the goddamn world right now. That's one of the biggest tickets next year. Morgan Wallen is also doing a massive fucking tour as well. And then look at that, dude. I mean, look at these fucking assholes they put on the screen. Cowboys are still up there. The fucking Cowboys fans are shocking me. It's just shocking to me.
Yeah, I don't.
I just don't get it, dude.
Well, there's also
season tickets are on sale, so I understand. But fucking A, man.
They're also, I don't know. Click through that link, Bob. See if you can get to it. Does it take you to all the Jerry World?
Oh, for the Cowboys
events, or is it just Cowboys?
This is just
stuff?
Cowboys.
Okay,
Yeah,
well
it's
that
Cowboys.
doesn't make any sense to me.
It's Cowboys.
I was trying to
fans,
give you
dude.
guys the
It's
benefit of the
fans.
doubt, but it's not. That's not a
Well,
thing.
just know that it's an algorithm. We don't control it, but these are the teams that everybody cares about, and it's, your tried and true teams, I guess, with the fan bases. Yankees. Who else is on there? Dodgers. I understand that. Saints are fucking diehards. Kansas City Chiefs are diehards. Cowboys, I understand that. But yeah, buy any tickets on there. It's $10 cheaper than StubHub. Last but not least here, got hardafseltzer.com if you're partying for any of these games this weekend. Let's face it, you probably are. Go to hardafseltzer.com today. Click on the store locator, enter city or zip. It'll take you to the closest location, nearest you, because I'm drinking it now. Pardon me. I got the watermelon in my mouth right now. And yeah, man, we're in 12 states right now, hopping in and out of states, just to let you guys know. And the reason is, as the company grows, so do we. Some of these distributors are smaller, and they were kind enough to give us a chance and all that other stuff, but they can no longer handle the volume. Therefore, some of these states will be shifting and turning back on. For instance, Tennessee. Tennessee will be back up with, I think it's starting in Nashville on April 1st with Anheuser-Busch. So we'll be back in Tennessee. We'll have a new state open it up at the end of the month. As soon as that contract closes next week, I'll be able to tell you about it. And then same thing like Florida, slowly turning back on. We get out of that distributor. North Carolina will slowly be turned back on over the summer. It's just about getting in and out of these contracts so we don't end up like Happy Dad paying $15 million to get out of those contracts. Holy shit. It was a big boy total when I read that in the news. All right, let's get to the NFL playoff games here this week. My God, these are going to be fun, aren't they? Who do we got up first on Saturday? We got the Rams against the Panthers. 10.5. 10.5 there. I don't like that number.
That's too much.
It's too much for the playoffs. Playoffs? We're talking about playoffs. That's too big of a spread for me, man.
Yeah, the Panthers can run the ball.
They can run.
They can run well. They have two really good running backs. I don't like 10.5. That's too much.
I also think with the Rams, Devontae Adams is going to play, but he's been hurt. You want to keep him healthy for the long stretch. You know, get up by 10 points and call it a fucking day if you can. Just kind of run the clock out at that point. Like, that's really all you need to do. Treat it as a scrimmage, get through it, and win. I have Carolina having absolutely zero shot to win this game. Do you?
No, they can't win.
I agree. Bob?
No, absolutely not.
No.
And also, they already beat the Rams once this year, which tells me the Rams are going to be like, fuck you.
Yeah. And I was shocked by that, but I've been shocked by the NFL this year. Carolina's currently sitting in the last. Huge shock at 500 to 1. I'm sorry, that's the odds to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
If you believe in Carolina, this is the year for you to bet that if you're into it. But I'm going to take the Rams, and I'm going to knock down this over-under here. This over-under is at 46.5. I'm going to do this in a 7-point teaser. Give me the Rams at 3.5. I'm going to knock that over-under down to 39.5 in this game. And that's what I'm going to do for this one. And I'm betting all these across the board. So you're gonna see the slips. You're going to be like, Jesus Christ, Ross. Yes, because I want to watch the entire games. As we get towards the end of the season, I know I'm going to miss football here in fucking a month and a half. And, yeah, I'm going heavy, dude. And if I lose, I lose. Whatever.
I think I'll take the Panthers plus 10.5.
Woo!
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, it's 10.5. It's not like I'm going out on a limb somewhere.
And it is the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, I think, honestly, if you want to do a teaser play, it's better to go up both ways. Panthers,
So 17.5 Panthers?
Yes, yeah.
But would it shock you if the Panthers lost 30-0 in this game?
It would it wouldn't. That wouldn't be shocking.
That's how I try to place these bets in my mind.
That would actually shock me because of the run game of the Panthers. I just don't think that's possible.
I just think Bryce Young is going to be a little nervous in his first playoff start. And let's face it, they limped in. Where they lose their last 2 in a row and still got in because of the Falcons bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, but also I could see it being like literally like a 24-6 game. You know what I mean? And the over, jacking the over up into the 50s, that feels much safer than taking it down.
God, I got burned on it though. I got burned on it a few weeks ago. It was a Thursday night game. It was Pittsburgh. 2 old heads were playing, and it was a fucking shootout. It was like 40 or 33-31 or something like that. And I was like, fuck you guys, dude. On a Thursday night in the fucking cold in Pittsburgh. All right, next up is Green Bay against the Bears. This is going to be a fucking banger of a game here. This is Green Bay minus 1.5. D'Anthony, who you got?
Yeah, I'll take Green Bay.
Same.
I think they're better.
Same.
I think it's a better team. But we'll see.
Chicago's a 2 seed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Green Bay is better, but we'll see. I think if they fuck up too much, it's going to be a problem for them. But the Packers in the playoffs usually play like a really hard-nosed style of football, which is difficult for this particular Bears team to overcome usually. So we'll see.
The Bears haven't had a home playoff game in a while. This is the 8:00 game, by the way. So I want you guys to keep in mind the temperature should be. What's the weather like that night?
It's showing 32, but that might just be like the high. Let's see what it actually will be.
Because Green Bay and the Bears both play in cold weather, so it's not a problem for them. But this is an old school feeling game of two rivals who play in the cold. It's going to be freezing, and these guys haven't made a run in a long time.
32 with a chance of snow or flurries or something.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. Give me the Packers. I'll take the Packers -1.5 in this one. Bob, you sticking with the Bears?
You know I'm running with the Bears. Packers are banged up.
I know they are. I know. Micah Parsons is out.
Yeah, no Micah. And I don't trust Jordan Love. I don't trust Jordan Love.
I'm with you. It feels like every 2 games he has like the worst game ever, and then he's good for 2 games, and you're like, all right, this guy could be my franchise quarterback. And then the next game, you're like, God damn, this guy sucks. But I just don't trust Caleb Williams. I really don't.
Well, I mean, so DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, both questionable. I'm sure they'll play, but that means they're injured, at least a little bit. CJ Gardner-Johnson, Sauce, questionable with a concussion, but I think he's going to be back.
I think he'll
out.
play.
On the Packers side, obviously, their best edge rusher's out for the year, but Bo Melton, one of their cornerbacks, also out, so that's not a great combo. He's more of a nickel
Sauce
guy.
Gardner's on Indy.
Not Sauce, CJ Gardner-Johnson.
CJ Gardner, yeah.
He's got they're one of their what do you call it, nickel for the Panthers. Bo Melton, he's a nickel back basically, but
look at this photograph. Had to do it.
Yeah, it's not a great combination when you're missing pass rushers and secondary, but I think the Packers will pull it out.
Yeah, I did too. But it's going to be awesome Saturday night. Let's fucking go, dude. I just got a Slanket in the mail. My wife was not happy about it. Are you guys familiar with the Slanket?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I got a Slanket.
I mean, Slanket is like the knockoff version of a Snuggie.
It is.
Yeah.
For adults. Mm-hmm. And I put it on last night, and I lived in it. When my wife woke up this morning, she was not pleased with my Slanket. And I said, look, babe, I'm about that Slanket life now, and sorry. You either hop on board, or the train's going to run you over here. Nothing you can do, but I'll have that Slanket on watching this. I want to feel like I'm in the stadium. I'll probably turn the fucking air down to like 65 up in the media room and just really fucking live in that stadium. Next up, Bills against the Jaguars. All right, now you're going to find out if Jacksonville's real. Mm-hmm. This is it. This is a monster test. Opening week of the playoffs. This is Bills -1. Who you got?
I'll take Jaguars +1.5.
Woo! Damn, dude. Damn, son. Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'll just take the Jags money line.
All right. What is the money line on this? 108. All right. Me, personally, I'm going to take the Bills. So I don't believe in Jacksonville. Also, if Josh Allen loses a first-round game to Jacksonville in the playoffs, people are going to be pissed off about it. And with the firing of Harbaugh, do they get rid of their coach then? If the Bills lose this game in the first round, do they get rid of their coach?
McDermott's on a little bit of a hot seat, so who knows? It could be a possibility, certainly.
Yeah, this over-under, though, is really fucking high. It's the highest of the weekend. So let me ask you guys about this. It's 52. What am I missing? Jacksonville does have a good defense. Mm-hmm. Bills is okay, but 52?
They both have good offenses, too.
52 points, though?
I don't think either has a good enough defense. Like they're fine to good defenses, but not so good that these offenses won't score.
52? That's a 28-26 game.
That sounds about right for this game, to be honest.
Really?
I think there's going to be points for sure.
Okay. All right. Jacksonville's a weird place to play. It's a weird stadium. Have you been there?
No.
There's a pool in the end zone. That's fun down there.
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah. And people are in it the entire fucking game. I don't know how people stay in that goddamn thing for 3.5 hours, but they do. And they're raging in there. Pop it up on screen if you can, Bob. Pop this pool up. It was that guy, that Arabian guy who built this
I was
shit.
about to pull him up because he's one of my favorite owners in the
Khan?
NFL.
Khan is?
He's like an Arabian Willy Wonka.
He sure is.
Fucking wonderful.
Look at this fucking thing, Dan. I mean, that's in your end zone right there.
Anything to get
Club
people
level.
to show up, I guess.
Yeah, that's why they built it. So I remember the last time they played a playoff game. I think the pool was still open. What's the weather like in Jacksonville?
It should be in the 70s, I think.
Perfect pool weather, dude. I bet it's warm.
62.
I
Sorry.
bet you they jack up the heat in that thing and let it rock.
But,
show this
like,
guy's picture on
Look
screen.
at this whimsical man.
Look at him, dude.
I love him.
He's an Iranian Willy Wonka. I don't know if he's Iranian.
He looks more Pakistani to me. Who is this guy?
That is the owner of the Jaguars.
Shad Khan.
Nope. Who tried to sell the team to London.
Shahid Khan. Yeah, that sounds more Pakistani.
He is
He's
Pakistani.
Pakistani.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Shit, dude. All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at picking out
Yeah, you really are.
minorities.
Yeah. One of the best, by the way.
I do it out in public a lot. People don't like it when they're walking by. Mexican, Packy.
You're like Cotton Hill with Middle Easterners.
Yeah, and my wife, it's always the same thing. I'm like, Chinese. And she's like, it could be Japanese or whatever. I was like, I don't care. It's China. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, dude. But yeah, anybody from Asia is Chinese. Anybody from any Latino around the world is Mexican to me. And then honkies are always honkies. So sorry about it. I don't really give a shit. It's just where I live, dude. I just try to make my bed every day, just like Ray Kashkara, okay? Next up is San Francisco 49ers at the Eagles. Eagles minus 4.5. Woo. What's the weather in Philly?
43 at kickoff.
Is it really? All right. So that's not going to be an issue for the 49ers then. They play in something similar to that. So I will take the points in the 49ers, 4.5.
Yeah. That's probably right.
I think so, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel here. And then I'll jack this up on the teaser cards for 49ers as well. I don't like that the Eagles sat their players. I wouldn't be shocked if they lost this game. I might sprinkle just a hunch or 75 or something on the fucking money line too, because I don't like any form of layoff really. And when you sit your players like that, and it affects your seating as well. Now you got to go against San Francisco, have fun in Shanahan, dude. I don't give a fuck who's on the field with Shanahan.
Yeah.
He can figure it out with these weirdos. So give me the 49ers plus 4.5. Bob, who do you got in this one?
I like the Eagles, or I guess for the line, I think I'll still take the Eagles. I think they win by like a touchdown, maybe 10 points. The Niners just like, they have a good record, but I just feel like it's a real soft 12-5. And when they run into good teams and good defenses, they kind of shrink. And I think Philadelphia wins fairly decently. They're not going to blow them out, but I think they win.
You think they win by a touchdown?
Yeah.
All right. You think they cover this?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. By the way, I meant to tell you last night, children from Santa got NFL cards. My middle child, Jagger, who's 7, opened up his cards last night upstairs, and he comes running down, and he goes, "Dad, what's wrong with his card?" And I was like, "What is it, man?" And there was like from a distance, it looked like there was a giant spider on it. And as he got closer, it was actually a Luther Burden rookie card that he pulled, and it had like a piece of the jersey built into it.
Yeah, patch card.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Hang on to that one.
I did.
Hang on to that one.
So I looked it up, and it was already worth like $40, and I was like, I'll put it in a safe just in case. But
yeah, I will say, look on the back. There will be a spot on the card where it says this patch is either game used or this patch is either not game used memorabilia.
Okay.
A lot of card companies are now putting in patches of just like someone's jersey that they just get from from the team or something. So look out for like actual game used memorabilia, because then that means a player wore it in game, it's authenticated, and it's good.
So this was Panini, by the way.
Oh.
Are they good or bad?
Nah, Panini doesn't put in a lot of real patches. They're notorious for that. But
Okay.
but sometimes I do. It's always worth it to check it out.
Good to know. Either way, I use it as leverage over him, over the 7-year-old, and I said, "Hey, this is worth $40 right now today. Okay, we're going to put this in the safe, and I want you to learn about this process here. So you're not just throwing the cards on the floor because that's what we used to do. And man, lost some money back in the day.
The way Luther Burden's stats this year have been sneaky incredible. More so on like the rate stats and like the high analytics stats, where like his just like yards per target and stuff like that are insane. He hasn't been targeted a shit ton because the Bears have a deep receiving core with Moore and Adunze, but his rate stats and stuff like that, the usage, whatever you want to call it, have been off the charts. I think he's going to have a really good career.
I do too. And I was thinking about this last night when my kid pulled that card. Imagine him on the Patriots, lined up against Diggs. If there was somebody else to deflect and you could go to him over and over again, he could have a long career there. I don't know what's going to happen in Chicago, but yeah, we'll see. It's certainly possible, so I put that in the safe. Next up, we got Chargers against that Patriots team that I was talking about. This is New England minus 3.5. D'Anthony, who you got?
Patriots.
Yeah, same. I'll kick this down 0.5 point, 2 to 3, just in case it is a push. I don't see it being a push. Harbaugh, though, he's a great NFL coach for sure, and he'll put some form of weird game plan in to slow this game down. 46 seems very high for the over for this game to me.
Yeah, that does seem a little high.
I don't know where they think those points are coming from the Chargers, because they only, they got one running back. I don't know who their receivers are.
Well, I mean, they've been scoring all right.
They've been scoring good, but again, a lot of injuries and shit. So
New England's been scoring about 30 a game too.
I know New England's who I worry about, but we'll see. In the meantime, I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to go with New England minus 3. And I think this is my sleeper team for the for the Super Bowl, if it's even a sleeper at this point. I don't really know. I mean, a second-year quarterback should be. This has been a weird fucking year, man. So who knows? And that will be the Sunday night game. Monday night game is the Houston Texans against the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is Texans minus 3 at Pittsburgh. What's the weather on Monday night in Pittsburgh? Shit.
35.
Woo. CJ Stroud's good on it, but I don't know about the rest of them. That's, God damn, you and I have been in that stadium too. It's loud. Steeler fans are fucking awesome. Bellies full of paninis and fucking beer. What was it? OC's? Was that the name of the beer we had?
Icy Light.
That's it.
Iron City.
Yes. Big fan, dude.
Yeah.
Across the board. And those new wings they got there, let's fucking go, dude. At Permane Brothers. Permane Brothers has got the wings now. Fuck. At that original location. Go down there and try those wings. They're really fucking good. Not a sponsor. I wish they were. Who you got in this one?
I've got Houston. I'll probably go 2.5 for safety, but I think Houston wins.
You don't think there's any magic left in Rodgers for one win in the playoffs?
I think Houston pursues the quarterback as good as anybody.
I do too. But you had a priest blessing the end zone. He's going to be back this week with holy water. I don't like it. I don't like that. I might kick this up 0.5 point and go. This is another hard pick, by the way. Just for Rodgers to prove a fucking point. Because he's such a dickhead. I think he wants to go out with one playoff win. I don't see him playing next year. Do you?
No, probably not, but I didn't think he would play this year either, so who knows. The Houston kicker is 92% on the season, 100% on extra points.
Is it Fairborn?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. You got to have a good kicker these days. Mm-hmm. Watching that Georgia Ole Miss game, I was so jealous. Just watching those kickers just trading 50-yarders over and over and over again. I was like, what the fuck, bro? God damn, I would kill for a good kicker on my fucking team. Give me Steelers plus 3.5. I'm gonna ride on the fact that, again, gut pick, heart pick. Rodgers is gonna have one last playoff win. DK Metcalf is back, by the way, from suspension. He was, I don't know if you saw that video, him jumping up and down and shit and everything else. Like, I think they got one maybe win in them right now, and that's about it. I think the Steelers' run is done after that. So, well, are they the lowest seed? They would play Seattle.
No, Denver. But are they the lowest seed? No.
Oh, no.
The Steelers are 4.
Are they really?
Yeah. The lowest seed is the Chargers.
Oh, that's right, because they won the division. Because the Steelers won the fucking division they're for. Their record was 9-8, for Christ's sakes. So, all right. Shit, man. Over under in this game is 39.5. Where do you live on that?
I think that's probably about right.
Do you drop that on a teaser? Because you guys know me. These Monday night, Thursday night games, I always do 7-point teasers. You jack that up.
Yeah,
I'd go up.
Go up and go under. Yeah, with these two defenses, absolutely.
So what do you take? Pittsburgh plus 10, and then the under at 46.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Certainly the under. I could see the Texans blowing Pittsburgh out, to be honest.
I can't. A lot of their games have been close. If you look at the scores for because we live here in Texas, so they're on local TV a fair amount of times. Watching these guys play, I think this will be a relatively close game, and I think Rodgers pulls out some weird bullshit at the end. Is Boswell still the kicker for the Steelers? I think he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna help, man. Fuck it. Give me Rodgers plus the 3.5 here, and I'll live my weekend like that. All right. What else are you watching out for here over the next coming days, as far as NIL and all this other shit is concerned? This is our last sports show of the week. The one thing I'm looking out for, I can just, as a fan, tell you this: the Trae Young trade is coming, and it's coming soon. And him and his agent are working on that deal to get him out of Atlanta. I'm fine with it, by the way. I thought he's always been a little fucking dickhead, and I wish we would have kept Luka Doncic, but we didn't. So, fuck off. Get some picks, have some fun, and make some love that night.
So the stuff I'm looking at is the Saints have committed to Tyler Shuck for 26.
Woo! Did they really?
Yeah, which means that what do they got? Which pick do they have? Like 6 or 7? I don't remember.
Yeah, they're in the top 10 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think probably going to go out and get some defensive help there, and then probably going to get somebody to line up with Olave as well. And Alvin Kamara's probably got another year or two in him.
That's about it.
30.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Jawan Johnson's a really good tight end there. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, they got it. The Saints will probably be a contender inside that shitty division next year. I don't know about anything beyond that, but they're going to be much improved from this year.
I am starting to believe more and more, and just if you draft these quarterbacks, give them a shot and give them another fucking year. I don't mind this out of the Saints, actually. They looked miles better once he was in there. And by the way, Olave still had over 1,000 yards with fucking Rattler and this fucking dude and like 2 concussions. So,
yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ. The other things I'm looking at here over the weekend are NIL signings and where these kids are going to go, just because that's the world we're in. And it's starting to feel like the NBA offseason where, July 1st hit and there was massive fucking movement and all this other shit, which is happening right now. So we got some breaking news on that front. This one is a shocker to me. Bama quarterback Ty Simpson said he's headed to the NFL draft. Why? He's got another year of eligibility, right? Am I tripping?
I think he's out.
Is he out?
Yeah, hold on.
I mean, Chambliss is petitioning the league to get an extra year. They haven't decided on it yet.
No.
I think, it says he's a junior, but I know he's a redshirt junior.
Yeah, so he's got another year.
Yeah.
I was correct.
Either way, he would have another year. Yeah, it's interesting. We'll see.
Let's see. Simpson's father, who is a UT Martin football coach, I didn't know that, Jason Simpson, said his son received first-round grades from every NFL general manager that they contacted, and he says nobody has said second round. It is a weak year for quarterbacks in the draft, so I guess if you were going to do it, you definitely don't want to come out next year because you're going to be up against Sayan and those other guys.
I guess, he's probably a second or third round draft pick this year because he got benched in a playoff game.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Come on, man. I'm sure he's hopeful and everything, but come on. But that's not a terrible move if you're a quarterback. Yeah, you should enter the NFL at your highest value for sure, and then try to stick around for 4 or 5 years and find yourself a starting job. Tyler Shuck wasn't planning on starting anytime soon, I don't think.
No.
And here he is. So
Here he
that
is.
shit happens a lot.
First projection I see, because Tyler Simpson's projected late first round.
That is a weak year for quarterbacks.
The
isn't it?
Rams at 29.
Well, they got a Stetson Bennett had what, alcohol problems or something? Didn't he?
Yeah, something like
I
that.
mean, he's got arm problems, right? Like he's Ken Dorsey with wheels. He can run more.
Yeah.
I just don't. He doesn't have that downfield arm strength. So
Williams was. I'm sorry. Not Williams. Ty Simpson was accurate. I'm looking at this Damon Williams story here. So Damon Williams is staying, by the way, in the portal. He's fucking going for it, regardless of the lawsuits. It's just shocking to me. He says I have to do what's best for me and my future. So he's leaving Washington apparently. Legally, I don't know what the fucking story is with that, but Simpson was always accurate every time I saw him. They had that wide receiver that was supposed to be. He was on the cover of the video game. He had a mid-year. I don't really know if the hype got to him or
talking
whatever.
about the young guy?
Yeah, Williams. He was on the cover with Jeremiah Smith of NCAA 25. Who knows? But if you're Bama, now you're QB shopping, and they're certainly out there. If indeed this kid flips to LSU, I'd go after leave it if I'm Alabama. That one I'll be watching out for. Let's see. Who else here? Cristobal is giving a presser right now. And, he's talking about the portal and all this other shit. He's like, same. He says, I don't blame the adults. We created the system, right? We're supposed to be setting an example. We're supposed to be setting the standard. When you create a system that has as many holes in it as the college football system does, shame on you if you're surprised by some of the results that come with it. Completely agree.
yeah, I'm curious to see some of the NFL coaching jobs and how quickly that gets sorted out. Atlanta, Vegas, and the New York Football Giants are the three. Everybody thinks Harbaugh's going to the Giants.
Boy, it'd be great for Harbaugh. Great for the Giants.
Yeah, that's a good fit.
I'd take him down in Atlanta.
I don't think you want him in Atlanta. There's a reason Lamar wanted to get out of that. He's not a great offensive mind. Let's be real about that. He's a defensive guy.
He is, but Atlanta's got a good defense. If they can bring in a good OC, it'd be all right. And I don't know if Lamar can win. Like a lot of that shit was on him, man. He was always throwing picks. Let's see here.
Yeah, we'll see. And then Kingsbury's available as well.
Yeah.
I don't know that he gets another NFL head coaching job, but to be honest, I'm not sure he leaves what, in my opinion, is a pretty good situation as the OC of the Redskins unless he's got something lined up. That's my opinion. So I think he's the first to sign. I don't know where. I think probably Vegas.
That's my money.
I would guess Vegas because it's kind of a team in rebuild and not fully constructed yet, and that's where a guy like him is going to do better. So
he looks like a Vegas dude, just on the surface.
I don't know anything about him personally, but he's a good OC. I know that.
When he was the coach of Arizona, Bob, if you can pull this up, there was a shot of him inside of his mansion in Arizona, and I was like, oh yeah, that's all you care about. But he's also super young, so.
Super young, real good-looking guy.
Yeah. Look at this. That was the photo I saw. He posted this, and I was just like, God damn, dude.
Look at this dude.
Fuck. Yeah, that's a Vegas house. Like that looks like a typical Vegas house too. So yeah, give me Vegas for him. Who else? Ohio State safety Caleb Downs entered the NFL draft. No shock there. He's a top 5 pick. Carnell Tate's declared for the NFL draft. No surprise there. He's a top 10 pick. The only shocker to me is this Ty Simpson one. I would have stayed one more year at Bama and given that a good run, man. I thought with Ty Simpson, they had a really good shot next year.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's going to be – next year he would be up against Lagway and
No, Lagway's out.
Is he coming out?
Yeah, he's transferred. He's in the portal. So we're going to see where he lands.
Yeah, but he's going to go to the NFL next season is what I'm saying.
Oh, potentially. Is he in NFL? Would you draft him? I wouldn't draft him.
I don't know, but it depends on how he plays. Raiola.
Dylan Raiola's in the portal.
Julian Saban's probably coming out.
Lenore Sellers from South Carolina.
Yeah, Sellers. I don't know where South Carolina quarterbacks have not done well, but yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Saying easily. Jesus, I'd love to.
And
have
then
him down in Atlanta.
Arch Manning's probably going to come out.
Yeah, I mean that's another story that I'm looking forward to too. Is to see how Arch does next year.
Yeah, John Mateer will be coming out. Avery Johnson, although I think he's probably going to be in a second or to fifth round,
Depending on how he against me in the Arena League.
Yeah, depending on how he plays this upcoming season, he'll be like a second to fifth rounder, maybe later. Nico is coming out. He looked pretty good in UCLA this year. Probably going to get better next year because they're spending some money. I think
Moore from Oregon.
Yeah, Dante Moore. Yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense for Ty Simpson to get the fuck out because he's got no shot.
It's a loaded
next year,
field next year.
He would be like a fourth or sixth round pick somewhere in that area next year, probably.
Yeah.
Unless there was you never know if there's going to be a run on quarterbacks and shit like that. But I think he would definitely get the prime time treatment. Speaking of prime time, there's a lot of rumors floating around that he's going to be the new coach in Cleveland.
I would love it. Just for the hilarity of it. Yeah. I don't think he's a good coach. I just want to see Cleveland continue to burn.
Yep, that would be right. That would be right up their alley. That kind of stupid ass decision.
Classic Cleveland.
And then Stefanski going to, I think, to be honest, the Giants made sense to me when that opened up, but I think Atlanta's probably where he's heading.
I don't know how I feel about that. How do you feel about that?
I think Stefanski's a great coach.
So do I.
You want to talk about a guy that's going to come in and fucking get the most out of your defense. There's nobody in the NFL better than him at that.
I know. And to me, it's like, some people are saying, oh, offensively he sucks, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, hey, dude, just hire a good OC and you're fine.
Get Kingsbury and him. Although
Kingsbury, I think, is going to be coach of the Raiders.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, I'll leave this for you guys here, Bob and Dan. The Cubs have traded Edward Cabrera with the Marlins. They're the closer.
Did they actually trade him?
Yeah.
Well, he's not a closer. He's a starter.
Or was he? I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's a pretty young dude. Had a really good start to his career in 22. His whip has been okay. This year was his best season so far. He's not yet started over 26 games in the season, which is
not great.
That's not great to me, but maybe that's the game we live in these days. I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, the Cubs would definitely benefit greatly from him. The Cubs are going to be a contender again next year. They got a really good team. They've got Eminaga, Justin Steele again, and slotting him in at the 3 spot and moving Talion back into the rotation would make them really competitive. Keep in mind they've got Porter Hodge and Ryan Presley in the back of their bullpen still, so they got a really good team.
Okay. And then last but not least, we were talking about the NAL and the National Arena League. I'm going to play in that game. I talked to the owner today, and I've got to do a practice. So he's like, you got to go through one practice. Mm-hmm. So February 7th, I got to go through that practice. I'll let you know how it goes. Now, if I end up in the fucking hospital, you'll know why, obviously. But let's not tell my wife that, okay? But it's pretty fucking funny, and they are talking about doing a USA versus Mexico game to kick off the season there.
You going to show up in a sombrero?
I would love to.
I don't think you got the fucking balls.
You gonna blast this fool or what, Holmes? What do I do after I kick an extra point or a field goal, though? What's my Mexican move? Like, what is it? Is it 6 shooters? Like, what am I? Yeah. I was unaware that Mexico had a fucking team. Who knew? They got
an arena football team? I mean,
they get football teams down there, apparently. But it'll be fun. It's going to be in Dallas.
Yeah,
so
why not?
We're chatting about it now, and we'll keep you up to date on the details. But, yeah, I got to go to practice February 7th, a month from today. Looking forward to that. I've been training 5 days a week, so far so good. We'll see what happens. I'm posting the videos on Instagram. We'll keep you abreast of the situation as it continues. Join us on Patreon here in 5 minutes. We'll be live with Drinkin Bros podcast. Go to Spotify, rate this show a 5-star. All the video shows from Drinkin Bros Sports are on Spotify. Then head on over to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a quick review. For D'Anthony Hollaway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the NFL Wildcard Prediction Show. Good night, everyone.